Are you guys ready for this battle? Two mammoths set to clash.
I cannot wait to see what these two superstars bring to the table. We saw that arm wrestling match last week on Monday Night Raw.
Well, we're going to see it again here in a minute, so don't give it away, Renee.
Sorry, my bad.
Look at the physique on this man. The almighty Bobby Lashley, a certifiable badass, here to prove supremacy over the monster tonight.
Truly a specimen. I mean, just looking at this, he's barely human at this point. Look at that body.
He's a two-time Intercontinental Champion, former United States Champion, once held the ECW title, in fact, twice.
Look at the body on this guy. Bobby Lashley's got the kind of physique that'll make you just give up going to the gym because you'll never look this good.
Bill Heath, who?
Exactly.
Good God.
Like a work of art in motion.
He looks like a Sandow, huh?
You're absolutely right. A few more years from now, they may rename it to a Lashley.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at 260 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
So Renee was talking about the arm wrestling contest that we had this past Monday night on Raw, and it was between Bobby Lashley and his opponent tonight, the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And I wasn't sure who I was going to pick in this match, Corey, but it was pretty competitive.
This was back and forth. Lashley and Strowman both nearly picking up the wins on multiple occasions before Strowman topples Lashley, but it wasn't over.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley was extremely upset. Now, much like here in Jeddah tonight, well, not quite like this, but almost, it was very sweaty in the arena. They had used chalk, and Bobby Lashley would take advantage, throwing the chalk in the eyes of Braun Strowman, and Bobby Lashley sending a message using Strowman's own move, the running power slam against him.
How impressive is that? Bobby Lashley able to hoist Braun Strowman up on his shoulder and deliver Strowman's own maneuver. I am curious to see what the Almighty has planned tonight.
I want to see what that did to the mindset of Braun Strowman. Do you imagine what's going through his head right now?
I mean, if you're talking about people that can match Braun Strowman strength for strength, Bobby Lashley can do it. Plus, I would actually give the edge in the agility department to Bobby Lashley. This is going to be interesting for sure.
And his opponent, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman!
The monster among men.
It's been really fascinating all week, but wait a minute, this is uncalled for.
Yeah, screw the pageantry.
No, that's Lashley's posing platform.
Get to some fighting.
Look at this. He just destroyed the platform. Pretty incredible watching Braun Strowman interact with the fans here in Jeddah for the past few days. Just seeing a human being the size of Braun Strowman captures the imagination. The guy's like a superhero walking around the streets of Jeddah.
Well, I want you guys to check out the tail of the tape between these two mammoth men.
Two absolute powerhouses. Strowman obviously with the edge as far as height goes.
And weight.
But comparable in every other department. Only a slight 1-inch difference in bicep size. Look at the bench press, incredibly impressive on both parts. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna give the edge to Bobby Lashley. The fact he lives and trains in Denver, Colorado, living at a high altitude. The longer this matchup goes, the more it benefits Lashley in his cardiovascular condition. He's gonna try to drag Braun into the deep water and see if Strowman can swim.
Oh, it's 100 degrees at ringside. It's like wrestling in a sauna here as well.
What about the difference of the wingspan between Braun and Bobby, though? I mean, you throw in haymakers like Braun, as you land one of those, that could rock Bobby Lashley.
So Strowman and Lashley one-on-one here tonight for the very first time at Super ShowDown. Bobby Lashley says that Braun Strowman cost him an opportunity to wrestle for the Universal Championship when he wrestled him out of the arena. Can't forget the fatal four-way.
Lashley was one of the trio that put Braun Strowman on the shelf by shattering his elbow alongside Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre several months back.
Look at the version of Braun Strowman we got when he returned healthy. This guy's in the best shape of his entire career.
Again, it's 90 degrees outside. here in Jeddah.
And $1 million in my dress.
But it feels like 100 here down at ringside as Lashley and Strowman clash. Shoulder tackle does not budge Braun.
You gotta wonder if this heat is gonna adversely affect these two behemoths. As I said, I think Lashley's general training regimen in the altitude in the Rocky Mountains could behoove him in this situation.
Talk about the speed and the agility of Bobby Lashley. He's not going to do much when you're running into a brick wall.
Strowman telling Lashley, you got to do better than that. Here we go.
And Lashley wants the old test of strength.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
This is when that height of Braun Strowman could come into play.
Yeah, but the power of Bobby Lashley. Do not sleep on Lashley.
Kick right to the midsection, and
Braun's
Strowman's
down to a knee.
Down on one knee. If Lashley can fully extend his arms and really maximize his grip, Strowman could be in trouble. But just look at the grip strength of Strowman.
Shades of the days of Bruno Sammartino.
Whoa!
Oh!
Strowman lifting Lashley, and Strowman rolls through the
But
agility, and there's some from Lashley as well.
We're talking about Lashley's agility. Who knew what Strowman was capable
Oh my
of?
God, Strowman almost knocked Lashley out of his boots. And Braun splashing Lashley in the corner.
The impressive closing speed of Strowman, but Lashley still a little too quick. Whoa!
Oh, he's got Strowman up, the power of Lashley. Looking perhaps for that running power slam again.
This could do it.
Connects. Is it over?
That's gotta be.
By Lashley on Strowman. Strowman has to power out at 2.5.
It doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing.
Now, these two men could absolutely destroy the ring here tonight.
How impressive is Lashley?
Thank God it's already been reinforced for the 50-man battle royal still to come here tonight. But you're right, Renee. These two physical specimens doing battle. It's like something out of a Godzilla movie.
Lashley pulling out all the stops, understands that he's got to do what he can to keep the monster among men off his feet like he has him now. Lashley is intense as they come. Not just power out of this man either, a tremendous amateur wrestling background, been a former champion, as we mentioned.
Bobby's been dead set on proving everybody just why he's so good, why he's so great at this ever since he returned to WWE. He's been on a mission.
Looking for legitimacy amongst competitors, you need not look any further than both of these superstars. Think of the incredible strongman career Braun Strowman had prior to stepping into a WWE ring. You talk about all of Lashley's wrestling accomplishments, his mixed martial arts background. I mean, these are two legitimate athletes doing battle right now.
Lashley is taking the fight to Braun. He just took a swat from Strowman and delivered a swat of his own, and he's got Strowman down in the middle of the ring.
I don't know why you're surprised. We've been saying it for months. Lashley is a certifiable badass, and I think right now even Strowman would agree.
I cannot remember the last time we've seen Strowman in this dire straits.
I don't know that we've seen a superstar that can match physical power with Braun Strowman in some time.
Now, in one-on-one competition, we've never seen Braun Strowman like this.
Look at Lashley.
This is smart. Lashley just putting all of his body weight on Braun, just wearing him down. And this actually allows Bobby a second to maybe minimize the amount of effort he's got to exert. Get his breath back. Get back into this fight. Keep himself fresher than Strowman. This could come down to who's got better endurance. And right now, it's Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Bobby looks like he's enjoying himself right now, keeping down the monster. Not for long, though.
Braun trying to fight back. Lashley again with a blow to the back of the neck. Bobby looking to pick up the pace, but a spine buster. Oh, and Bobby landed hard on his shoulder. Bobby landed hard.
Strowman with a second to regain composure.
Now the shoulder tackle, and down goes Lashley. And this is what Lashley had to avoid. The monster building the momentum.
And once again, here comes Braun.
Like a freight train.
Very wise move by Lashley, rolling to the outside.
A man that size starts to pick up momentum, starts to pick up speed. It's bad for whatever he runs into.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Strowman's calling for it. Bobby Lashley run over by the monster.
And Strowman somehow
Strowman's going for round two.
is picking up speed.
Here comes Strowman again. And down goes Lashley again.
You've got to be impressed with the cardiovascular conditioning of a person the size of Braun Strowman this deep into a matchup. And Strowman still coming forward strong.
And no doubt about it, a splash in the corner to Lashley. And Strowman with a clubbing blow across the chest.
Two gargantuan competitors still going at it.
Jetto wants Bobby Lashley to get these hands.
Uh-oh. Lashley hoisted up.
Slam by Strowman. Cover on Lashley. Hook of the leg. Is it enough? And Lashley kicks out at 2.
Credit to the toughness of Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman with a look of disbelief on his face. I don't know that anyone's kicked out of Braun's power slam.
Oh, and a shoulder to the post, and now it's Strowman that's in trouble.
That's the problem with that momentum and that speed of a man that large. You miss your target, you're going to do damage to yourself.
Lashley now realizes there's an opportunity at hand to catch his breath and strategize, and here comes Lashley with a new idea.
Now it's Bobby Lashley's turn.
Right into the barricade.
Lashley almost put Strowman through the barricade.
Lashley's so impressive tonight, matching Braun Strowman move for move.
On the outside, if this connects, it could be lights out for Braun.
Oh my God.
Does Lashley have the power left? Yes!
Oh my God, a suplex on the steel.
Let's go. Get it back inside.
You had any doubt if this match went long, if these two guys were still going to have what it takes to pull off miraculous feats of strength? I think you just got your answer.
Bobby Lashley. Watch this suplex. Incredible.
385
Cover
pounds.
by Bobby. Hooks the leg. Is it enough to knock off the monster who kicks out at 2?
This deep into a matchup, for Lashley to be able to muster that sort of strength is superhuman.
And go back to the well for more.
Big hammer fist.
What
is Bobby thinking
what's
about
he
now?
thinking?
Seems to be unfamiliar territory for Lashley, but
Again, we're lucky that this ring's already reinforced for that 50-man battle royal.
Lashley up to the top rope. Braun Strowman gonna meet him there.
Oh!
Lashley flying.
Lashley's own momentum stood him straight up.
Slam.
Straight down. Braun's not finished with you.
He's about to be.
Strowman again. Running power slam.
That's it.
Braun Strowman with the win over a very game Lashley.
That was a hell of a match.
Here's your winner, Braun Strowman.
I don't care what sport you're talking, there's nothing quite like two super heavyweights colliding at the highest level, and that's what we just got. Respect to Bobby Lashley for bringing a big fight, and hats off to the monster for enduring and picking up the W.
Bobby Lashley gave Braun Strowman a fight tonight.
And Strowman nearly launched Lashley across the ring for his efforts. Crash landing for the Almighty. Before Lashley could remember where he was. One power slam, and just for good measure, a second from the monster.
Braun Strowman, the monster among men, celebrates a hard-fought victory over Lashley.
Look at this man, this monster.
Who wants a sweaty t-shirt?
Not me.